It's not going to be easy. It's going to be stupid.
All right, guys. Good morning. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in. Welcome in. Like the stream on your way in, guys. Say what's up in the chat. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from today. We've got ICT. What's up? Good morning. Not the real ICT. ICT MK. Good morning. Fernando. Welcome. What's up, homeless agent? Lil Uzi, Marbra, Miko, Kookie, MJ, George. Time is priceless. Top of the morning. Top of the morning. Andrew. Good morning. Glad you like the intro, Andrew. What's up, Riem? Good morning, guys. Hop on in, guys. The water's fine. Come on in. Come on in. Let's get the party started, shall we? One last audio check here. All right, should be good. What's up, MK? What's up, Mr. Darwalla? Good morning, guys. All right. So, looking at today, economic calendar, we have some orange folder news here at 10 a.m. 3 different events: CB, consumer confidence, new home sales, and manufacturing index. All orange folder. This consumer confidence, I believe, used to be a red folder event last year, so it still kind of sometimes acts with similar volatility around 10 a.m. So we'll see. Oh yeah, I didn't put a poll in the chat. Oh, I'm shorting you guys on your stream experience. Oh no, hang on. Let me know in the chat what your bias is for this morning, boys and girls. Bullish, bearish, or no idea, main. Let me know. Let me know. George says bullish day, huh? Maybe. I'm showing you guys the weekly time frame chart just because I'm wanting to show you where we are at. Yes, I believe that the draw is still towards equilibrium of the range, which we went over yesterday. We are inside of this weekly volume imbalance and weekly fair value gap, however, on NASDAQ and ES. So it'll be interesting to see, if we accumulate at all here beforehand. We don't have any news drivers, like big news drivers that are coming the rest of the week. So I wouldn't expect us to be waiting around just because we're anticipating like a later week news driver or anything like that. Looking at the daily candle, though, we see price has currently taken previous day high inside of this bearish PD array. As of right now, we're not really moving a whole lot. We've taken previous day high. So I wonder if, again, I marked out yesterday that we have no wick currently on the weekly candle to the downside. There's no lower wick. And I think that is important because that will act as a draw. The question really is when. So, I wouldn't be, even though on the weekly, my bias is that we are going to rebalance to about 50%. I wouldn't be shocked if price, wanted to manipulate lower and fill in the new week opening gap that it hasn't been inside of yet, and obviously trade into that opening price of the weekly candle. So that's all I'm saying with that. Obviously, kind of a wait and see here. As we continue to scale in, we know that we've taken previous day high. We are trading down into some 1 hour inefficiencies. Is this a 4 hour as well? Did I miss it? No. We are trading down into some 1 hour bissies. Yeah, the reality is shorts in the short term should be probably low, like high resistance in here, maybe until we start inversing these gaps, to be honest. I'm gonna clean some of this off my chart here. I mean, if you're just looking at it in terms of like a power of 3 though, it's kind of looking like accumulation, manipulation high here pre-market and then open. And you could see how this could distribute lower through London low and potentially lower. 15 minute, we not really. I was about to say changing the state of delivery, but not really. A 5 minute, I guess you could say. Maybe you could say 15 minute if you consider this. I don't really consider this a down close candle though. So I'm not gonna lie, I don't really have like a rock solid strong bias as of right this very second. I just know that we've taken previous day high and we're inside of a weekly fair value gap that is a bearish PD array. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a move lower here. That's all I'm saying, guys. That's all I'm saying, okay? I'll mark out the London sell side. London low. Let's check out ES here. Let's just take all these drawings off. If it will let me. Bro. Oh my god. TradingView's bugging out right now on me. London low. We're moving here a little bit. Moving lower. The reason that I think that the shorts though potentially could be high resistance. One, obviously I pointed out the 1 hour fair value gaps in here. But this is also a unicorn, a bullish unicorn here. So we've got a bullish breaker, 1 hour fair value gap here. I don't know. I'd be kind of surprised to see this thing just like go straight down with like no resistance whatsoever. Let's go mark this out. I am going to just extend these. I'm going to extend this breaker to the right. Scale in here. We're inside of a 1 hour bullish gap right now, folks. Let's see if there's any more willingness to go any lower into this range. So ES did trade to discount of this range. So ES is the weaker of the two here. Let's close this. We are at what, 8 minutes into the open here. Oh yeah. Let's check regular trading hours. Okay, opening range gap delivered to as well. This is actually first presentation for value gap here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of tempted to potentially play the inversion here if we get it back to the high. But if this holds, okay, looking like it's gonna hold. We'll see here. Oh, I spoke too soon. Oh, I spoke too soon again. Oh, NASDAQ, you son of a bitch. Yeah. Can't log into Tradeovate. Why? Why are you doing that? Francesco says he's looking for longs. All right. Fair enough. I might be here in a little bit as well. I like that ES has traded down into discount of the range. Potentially could be a reason why NQ would not need to do so. But I'm just trying to stay patient here, just in case it wants to make another drive lower here into that 1 hour into that 1 hour breaker and discount of the range. But looking at this, we're moving pretty good. Kind of just ugly price. I'm not gonna lie, like pretty big wicks. Francesco said in longs off the inversion, he's already break even. All right, good luck. All right. I like this more now. Inverse this gap here that put in this new low. Actually got a change in the state. See if we can play this here. What is this? I just wanted to. I'm going to play this long here, I believe. If we can get this tap. All right, guys, I went ahead and hopped in there. Stop's going to go 395. Below first presentation. See if this can hold or not. Oh, fuck. Nope. Well, we're out of that one. Next. Jesus. Look at that shit. Francesca, we got absolutely fucked. Look at that too. Look at this. Look at this drive right down to equilibrium, and now we're bouncing. Let's see if this actually ends up reversing here or not. That's literally what I was afraid of. That's exactly what I was afraid of. That's why I was hesitating here initially. Son of a bitch. God. Oh. So mad. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Oh god, oh god. Why, Tyler? Why did I do that? Oh gosh, that was wicked right there. That sucks. That sucks. I was in that. Not too bad though. I mean, it was a really tight range. Like the stop wasn't very big. It was like 15 points. Yeah, I lost $209.92 there. Kookie, I'm logged into Tradeovate right now. Currently, you can see here at the bottom of my screen. So I'm not sure if anybody else is having that issue or not, Kookie. Yeah, guys, I'll stay with this. I mean, fuck, that's tough. We come down and literally kiss discount like that. I kind of would like to see another drive lower here, to be honest. Just because, like, if this goes straight back up, I don't know how to play this, honestly. Like, it feels like a chase at that point. I'd be buying in like a really deep ass premium. That's tough. We do have a little bit of news, like medium impact here in like 13 minutes as well. But I definitely didn't mind that setup, especially since ES did trade back into discount of the range. And then we kind of got a nice little setup here on the 1 minute. That's probably my problem. That's always the problem, ain't it? It's like once you take a loss on the 1 minute, you scale up to literally the 3, the 5, the 15. You're like, maybe it wasn't as good as I thought. A damn 1 minute time frame. Fuck. These wicks are pretty nasty though. There's the 5 minute chart here. This gray shaded area, I changed it to, I just marked out the 15 minute breaker here. I would like this a lot if we could get some lower time frame confirmation out of this PD array, I suppose. And then we'll see, obviously, if price just like totally disrespects this. We got London low, short, you know, at the end of low of this range, and then we've got potentially like if we inverse all of this structure up here, my eyes go straight to this weekly open, 20,050. I'll try to play that then. But let's see. We're tapping into this breaker here. Let's see if this presents anything now. Or not. But yeah, this first presentation for value gap got absolutely SA'd by the market right now. Goodness. Francesco, chill, dog. No more fight. No, we can't just be firing away out here at will. We gotta stay patient, Francesco. Relax. Hang on now. Hang on, Francesco. I'm not. We're trying. You know what I'm saying? We can't. Just wait here. I don't know. All right, guys. 10-2 macro beginning here. Bearish order flow still holding here. Looking like this will probably end up being a wait for top of the hour type of a move, most likely for me. But yeah, this is what we're running into on the hourly, guys, just for those of you guys just hopping on. And it's not that I'm like against the idea of going short. I would be more content with going short though once we disrespect all of this. We have 1 hour bullish fair value gaps here. We took previous day high, so that is one reason to be bearish. We took previous day high, but I'm worried about this move from here to here being high resistance because of this. And honestly, like I don't picture this internal low as like the final target for any move lower here. My final target for a move lower would be weekly open. Does that make sense? So that's why I'd be like really extremely bearish and firing away on lower time frame bearish PD rays after this. But until then, we could hold this and just keep moving higher. Yeah, this opening range so far was pretty nasty. Opening bell right here, yeah. It got me. Salt, somebody else, I don't know if that was Kooky or who was talking about that, but yeah, it sounds like some people are having TradeVid issues. I don't know. I'm not having any issues currently. Like, I'm signed in and everything, so I'm not sure if it's just like some people are having the issue and some aren't. But it sounds like yeah, Salt, Eduardo, it sounds like some people are having the issue. Is it a prop firm issue or is it an actual TradeVid issue? Is the question. Tyler, did you take anything? Just joined, got absolutely annihilated on longs on NQ. Yeah, same here, OMFX. I did take one long, yes. I also got annihilated. Literally, this candle stopped me out so fast. I'm actually so fucking... Bro, I put the trade in. I changed my scene on OBS to show the trade. I switched back to Top Step X. I just got my stop loss in place. Literally in like 2 seconds. Straight down to my stop loss. And if I didn't have my stop loss in, it would have been like probably almost twice as big of a stop because of it. So I actually got really... I'm very happy, to be honest. Because I would have been really upset if I like didn't get my stop there in time. Because I was fumbling around with the scenes on OBS. But I'm happy that I was able to get that in. And then it just instantly took me out. So... Yeah, dude. Now we're showing respect to this 15-minute breaker in discount of the range. I just like, I'm looking at this price. I'm like, fuck. I mean, I didn't want to like enter straight away off this. I'm going to be kind of sad though if this just flies. Which it kind of looks like it wants to be honest. Ain't that depressing? All right. The only problem is like now we got news in like 3 minutes. And like we're back in premium. 1 hour close in 90 seconds, guys, and some medium impact news. Look at this. I mean, look at this, dude. Look at this 1 hour. Oh my god. Like fucking beautiful, actually, to be honest. All right, guys, new hourly candle here. Jesus. I'm not taking this right just like right now. But I'm eyeing it up. I hate this wick, I'm not gonna lie. I hate that. For a long here, I hate this. Still got equal highs, but that's nasty, dude. Yeah, I think this has to be a tape read for me. I'm not like overly in love with it. You can see ES how weak this looks. Maybe if this can get lower and get an SMT in, that would help. But I'm not in this, guys. I'm not in this. But I'm looking at this idea because we're respecting a higher time frame 1 hour bullish PD array. Looking here at the 1 hour, this is how the previous 1 hour candle closed. We traded down into discount of the range, traded into these gaps. Now you can see the hourly close as well, right? You can see the hourly close, and I'm looking at 50% of this wick. I'm just trying not to jump the gun here because the way this is forming, I mean, it just wicking highs, quick moves lower. Like, I don't know. It just seems dangerous. Like, she might not be ready to go higher, to be honest. Oh, I never checked the poll, by the way. 47% bullish. Nice. 35% bearish. 18%. No idea, main. All right. We'll end it there. Most of the chat's bullish, though. About half the chat. I'm going to start trading PM sessions until Trump is out of office. You going to PM for the next 4 years? Oh my goodness, guys. No, this is honestly, I feel like price action's been pretty good. For the most part, like over the last couple weeks, like over the last 14 trading days, I've had 8 green, 3 red, 3 either break even or no trades. And then obviously today so far I'm red. I've taken 1 loss. So we'll see. Today is obviously, there's no red folder news, I guess you could say. But no, I wouldn't say like this price action is just kind of like, you're going to get days like this, obviously. Regardless of the conditions, regardless of who's in office, you're still going to get days every session that's like kind of choppy like this. Seek and destroy type of price. And yeah, like for me, like I gotta err on the side of caution when I see price like this, because this is exactly how I stack 3 losses. Like this is how I get loss. I flip bias, like I just get absolutely wrecked. And then the only thing I'm wishing at the end of the session is like, I wish I just didn't fucking take any trades, or I wish I stopped after 1. SMT at this low currently. Yeah, Rian, I don't know. I just would. I feel like it's gotten better than what it was like a few weeks ago, but it's still volatile, obviously, right now. It's the volatility, I guess I should say, has gone down a little bit with the ranges that we're seeing. But you got to remember, we saw 4 expansion weeks to the downside. So we talked about this last week. We saw 4 expansion weeks to the downside. Like, we have to accumulate to some degree before we can expand again. And when we're accumulating, this is what price looks like. Makes it tough. Makes it tough on me, at least. I'm not gonna speak for everybody. Some people probably love it. But yeah, I've taken 1 trade so far today. It was a very fast loss. I'm trying to get long here. Yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for something to jump off the screen at me, to be honest. Like, it's hard to not see like price holding here and like be a little tempted to just like jump right back in. But so far this price action has gotten me, it's gotten me feeling a little doubtful. Not in anything right now. I tried to short, got a mess from Tradeovate. It's under maintenance. Damn. Tradeovate's trying to save you. Honestly, dude, fuck that. Yeah, that's a great way to look at it. Like, you haven't missed anything here, to be honest, other than some very likely losses. Yeah. Look at the Dow. What about it? Looks heavy. Looks like we inversed the 1 hour gap on Dow Jones with pretty low resistant run here lower, if that's what you're saying. Equal lows. Hit midnight here. I don't know if that's what you meant by look at Dow, but that's what I see at first glance. But I will say yeah, for anybody that was bearish, as I stated, the move lower would be high resistance, and at least that part is ringing true for now, huh? But it turns out the move long is also high resistance, apparently. So, oh, this is what trapped order flow looks like, ladies and gentlemen. Between a weekly bearish gap, bullish 1 hour breaker, ping pong. Bro, you too much suck for you. Amen, Rian. Gosh dang it. I wish I was better. I could be kicking ass today. Why am I not good enough to short every high and long every low? We could be absolutely cashing right now. Son of a bitch. So obviously, guys, I'm not, like I said, I'm not in this trade. This is, right now, it's a tape read for me. I just like, I don't know. Price has me feeling fucked up right now. I feel like I don't trust it. Kind of, in a way. The logic here internally would be this SMT. We did reclaim this BPR here that it created, but we put in this bearish BPR with the news, and we immediately reclaim it here. The idea on the 1 hour obviously was that I wanted to see that 50% of this wick kind of show respect, which ultimately the low did not get traded to, so it looks like it is protected. I mean, yeah, it's playing out. It's just like, so choppy. Macro's over. Yeah, man. So I don't know, when I find myself sitting here like verbally saying out loud like I don't know, you know, I'm sitting here and I'm doing a lot of like, you know, I got to think really hard about it. I've just started to get a lot better at accepting that I just shouldn't put a trade on. Like when I'm sitting, and you guys probably are thinking it to yourselves. Like when you're sitting here listening to me and I'm like, I don't know, and I'm doing this. Like you're probably sitting there like, don't fucking press that button, Tyler. Don't you? Well, some of you are probably like, I hope he presses the button and hits stop loss so I can laugh. But there's another group of you that are probably like, yeah, don't you fucking dare press that button, Tyler. I've been listening to this whole session. I've been hearing your doubt creeping in, coming to the surface. Don't you dare press a fucking button. You know? The little angel on my shoulder telling me, hey, Tyler, relax. You don't gotta trade. No one's forcing you to take a trade. Just because you're live in front of people doesn't mean you gotta press the button. But it would be so fun. Amen, Francesco. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Yeah. So this will just remain a tape read for me. I'll keep the long position on here just so we can keep watching it. But the idea was essentially off of this 2-minute, which would have looked very bad in the moment had I taken it, right? Like, I would have been longing from this 2-minute gap. My stop would have gone to the low because I would have wanted to see that 1 hour wick not be traded back below. So I would not have been stopped out. It would have not looked good right here though, right? As we inversed. But then we created SMT and now we're pushing away. So the idea is playing out for now. It is very high resistance at the moment. So yeah, I mean, I'll let this be a tape read for now. I'm not interested in chasing this. So yeah, that's all I can really say about this. Let me know if anybody did take this or play this idea, stuck with that long idea that we had. I'm a little jealous, but I'll live. On my Top Step Funded account, my trade report updated. However, my scaling plan did not. Has this ever happened to you? I would just, I mean, I've never had an issue where I'm like maxing out the contract. So I'm being totally honest. So I've never like had to worry about that. But if I were you, Marcus, I would just contact them and say, yo, what's going on? Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling right now as well, Pluto. Took this and closed it to retain my losses. Ah, George, no, bad, George. Sounds like you're trading your P&L. I've done that before too. It's not good. It's not a good habit. So it sounds to me like this is the way that I've always tried to explain it. It's like, you know, we get, when we're in drawdown, it's so easy for us to hold, right? Like when we're in drawdown, we'll just hold, we'll hold. Cause we're like, fuck, I don't want to lose. You know, I don't want to take red. So then, you know, we'll hold and even sometimes increase our stop loss to keep holding, hoping it goes back in our favor. Versus like when we're in draw or when we're in green, especially after a loss, this is a real thing. Like when you're down on the day, and then you take your second trade, like if your plan allows you to take 2 trades, let's just say, and you take that second trade, like the moment you've made back the loss where you could close it and be in green, it's funny how like instinctively you just want to close it and take it off versus let the trade play out. And in the moment, right, like it feels good. You get back in green. Whew. Red day avoided. But like, the wiser man in all of us knows that we should probably hold to the actual trade target so that our edge actually has an edge over time, you know what I mean? But that's one of the things that makes trading tough, right? Son of a gun. What does Streamlab tracking link shows? For me, it's just opens Top Step. Yeah, it is an affiliate link. So I will earn a commission if you purchase a Top Step Combine via that link. This stream is viewer supported only. We do not charge for mentorships or discords or any trade signals of the sort. Entertainment only. If you want to support the stream and support your boy, consider using the link to purchase your next Top Step Combine. If not, it's all good. Like the stream and we'll still have some fun. Much love. How much taxes you pay? I don't know. I haven't paid taxes yet this for last year. I'm not excited about it. I'm prepared to write a check to the IRS depending on how it turns out, anywhere from like $20,000 to $30,000. Yeah, I've been delaying it though. I don't want to do it. I was kind of hoping that like a miracle would happen. Trump would abolish the IRS prior to the tax deadline and everybody would Not have to pay income tax for 24. Obviously, that's a little wishful thinking, but yeah, it'll be. I just hate giving money to the government. I heard, though, I don't know if this is true. For those of you guys that live in Canada, can you confirm? I heard that your guys' capital gains tax is 2/3. Is that correct? 20 OMFX, you got it incorrect. When you're getting paid on not on a W-2, taxes are very different, right? All the money that you make is considered revenue. Everything that is considered an expense for making your living is obviously tax deductible to some extent, depending on what category it's in. So after all of your revenue plus your write-offs, it gives you your net profit. Your net profit is considered your income. That is what is considered taxable. Obviously, you've got different variations, whether you're paid on 1099, whether you got capital gains, right? There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. That's why I always recommend hiring a tax professional, because sometimes there's multiple forms that you're dealing with. And then you give them all your expenses, give them all your write-offs. I always just tell my guy, hey, write off as much as you humanly possibly can. Save me as much money as possible without me getting audited or going to prison. But yeah, so where somebody on a W-2 would pay, like, what is it, like 28% roughly of their, because like everything they make on a W-2 is 100% income, and they're getting taxed obviously as they go most of the time. So they're getting taxes and Social Security withheld like as they're getting paid, and then that's why some of them will sometimes get a refund, sometimes have to pay in a little bit more, which is pretty shitty. But you're actually getting taxed at the highest percentile if you look at it like that, right? Because you're getting taxed on 28% of all that money that you're making, versus like when you're self-employed and you factor in write-offs and whatnot, you can get that percentage down, less than 28, right? Whether it's 16, 17, 18%, sometimes lower, just depending. But like I said, I'm not like some tax expert. I'm just telling you from experience. 60%. That is crazy, dude. 60% capital gains tax? Dude. I mean, that's fucked. I can't believe that. 60% capital gains tax? Do you guys, I don't know if you guys know this, for those of you guys that are in Canada, when you guys take a loss, like, it's so annoying. Like, when you take a loss with investing or trading in the markets, you get to write off a very, very small percentage. Like, it's not a lot that you get to write off of that loss. Like, it's the government and the IRS looks at that as like your risk, our reward. But if you happen to make money, we're going to take a fat chunk of that. But if you lose a fat chunk of money, sorry, like, that was your choice. It really is aggravating when you think about it. It really is. But yeah, I heard that literally, that was yesterday or over the weekend. I heard that it was a like 2/3 capital gains tax. I'm like, dude, that makes me actually want to vomit. Why would you even bother? It just seems like a double loss. Even if you do well, like, they're taking most of it. I don't know. That makes no sense to me. It's like you're constantly in a negative risk reward. But yeah, taxes suck. I'm praying that this man right here gets rid of it all. Whether you like him or dislike him, I don't know a single human being, I've never met one on either side of the political aisle that loves paying taxes. It's really not a debate, right? It's like, we absolutely get taxed out the you-know-what on everything that we do, every purchase, all the income that we make. Like, Bro, every dollar that we have is taxed 10 different ways. It's insane. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. That's why I don't pay taxes. I don't know if that's the best option. As much as I wish it was. How much money should one make to move to a tax haven country, in your opinion? Are you speaking like Puerto Rico? I've heard that like the Dubai tax situation is not what it's been like. There was a guy, was it Iman Ghazi? Is that guy? I think he was the one that had a video that went viral a couple years ago. And he was talking about moving to Dubai because he pays zero tax. But then I saw other like financial experts, you know, respond to that, and they're just like, this is completely fucking false. What he just, like, basically what he said was totally not true. So I don't know. I've never thought about moving to Dubai, so I've never looked into it. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But as far as the like Puerto Rico, I think is potentially tax haven, but there's still other trade-offs, right? Like, it'd be kind of like, it's kind of like moving to, you know, you can move to Florida, you can move to Nevada, you can have no state income tax, and you save money there. Obviously, you trade it off with cost of living a little bit. So there's always a trade-off to some extent. Just kind of depends on if it's worth it to you or not. As far as like how much money, I don't know. I mean, it's such a relative thing, but you know, you think about like, I'm trying to think of the best way to put this. Because I feel like no matter how I put this, I feel like there's always going to be the. I'm not trying to overgeneralize because, like I said, every situation is unique. So there isn't like a one size fits all answer for this. That's kind of the crazy part about finance is like there isn't a one size fits all answer for everything. Just like trading, right? You can freaking trade any strategy and figure out how to make it work. So it's like, who is somebody else to tell you how you should or shouldn't trade? If it's working for you, it's working for you. That's pretty much all it comes down to. So I guess I don't have an answer for that question, to be honest. Oh yeah, Texas. Does Texas have no state income tax as well? I actually don't think I knew that. That must be how they kept everybody there when everybody was just coming over the border, huh? Don't leave. You have to pay taxes. You live in Fort Worth? Nice. Yeah, Dallas, and I've been to Dallas, Austin, and I think San Antonio. Austin was nice. Yeah, Dallas was nice too, actually. New York tax, yeah, I bet. Yeah, guys. So this is very high resistance. Obviously, I don't think you need me to tell you that, but happy with not even being in this. This would have been a pain in the ass. I'd be sitting in profit currently, but who knows how this would end up. But no, I'm not in this. To the person who asked, I'm not in this. This is just tape read for now. This looks pretty nasty. We were looking at Dow Jones. Dow Jones did look like it wanted to short potentially, but I mean, this is just high. Like, and we talked about it as soon as I started the stream. I was like, first thing I said was we could be in high resistance conditions. I pointed out the weekly fair value gap that we're in, took a previous day high, and then we're trading into bullish PD arrays. So like we're trapped in between. So I flipped on a dime, huh? Uh, 10:30 incoming. Pluto says he's a bear forever. Why? You're a bear forever, but you're a bear forever, but price usually just trends higher over time. How does that happen? All right, guys. Well, successful tape read here. You would have had to hold for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30 minutes. Previous 4-hour candle high taken. But yeah, it just got real messy in here for me. I tried to get long. Maybe it wasn't meant to be today. Yeah, I do feel a little bit like I don't feel overly bad. I mean, conditions were pretty shit. So I'd have been more mad if I entered this and then like it lost, and then I was mad that I took another trade. It's a little disappointing though. Obviously, always nice to be green and be right. So I'm a little disappointed, but emotionally, I don't think I'm in risk of going on tilt or anything like that. No, Saul, I did not take this trade. Just tape read it. Of course, the tape read worked out. Yeah, this doesn't look great. This reaction off of taking this high. SMT with ES here. Looks like this maybe is all it had in it. There's no like PD arrays that were left in here, to be honest. So I'm just waiting, guys. I don't know. This is what I want to do right now. And engage with. Would I like to move somewhere, Anthony? Nah. I've definitely thought about it a lot of times, but I think reality is I actually love living in Wisconsin, to be honest. But I won't lie, the winters do get long, so I should probably just make it more of a priority to get out and travel more in the winter. Get to some vitamin D. Feel guilty leaving the doggo behind. Does that make me a little bitch? But no, like fall, late spring, summer. I love it here, to be honest. Yeah, that's right. Australia is bass backwards, right? No, Jimmy, I haven't taken any trades on Trade but yeah, some people were saying that they were having issues, Jimmy. So it sounds like Trade is doing maintenance or something. But yeah, guys, I took one trade today so far. I might take more. We'll see. I don't know. I'll show you the executions for those interested. Right here. Try getting long, got instantly stopped out. That's a 3-minute chart. I'll show you the 1 minute. Look at that. Was entering in this. There was a gap here. Oh, this breaker actually. Sorry. So we inversed this gap here after ES had tapped equilibrium of the range. And then we inversed this, had this breaker here. So I was longing off this breaker. Extend this across to the right. Stop was below this low here. Or actually not even quite below this low. This was first presentation gap right here. Stop went below that gap over here. 412. But you can see, like, I got my stop placed, and then it instantly, like, this was a crazy move. This candle, almost a 50-point 1-minute candle. Stop was like 15 points. So yeah. Yeah, and then this long is slow grind, but playing out. So I had the right idea, if it's any consolation. One thing that I was concerned about when I entered that long was that, yes, ES had taken, it had already traded down to discount. So that's why I felt comfortable playing it, thinking that maybe NQ would just stay strong and wouldn't dig back down at a discount. But that was my worry in the back of my mind, that like we would do another drive lower, get the discount, which we did, ultimately tapping this 15-minute breaker. And then the move is now happening, right? So yeah, I just mistimed it, I guess you could say. Perhaps, possibly, maybe, potentially. 10 a.m. Here we go. So yeah. But yeah, this was the move that I was attempting to try to be a part of. Just was a little early. And then didn't have the confidence anymore after watching this chop around like it did to play this. So yeah, one of those days for me. So why re-entry on new signal? I didn't re-enter. What do you mean? I did not re-enter. I just tape read this just because I wasn't liking what price was doing, and it's easy to see the move. Like, you gotta remember, dude. Like, when you see the move happen, it's easy to be like, oh, what the fuck? Why didn't I just enter? But like, in the moment, like if you just go to the left of my cursor here, you don't know if this is just gonna keep chopping for another 3 hours. Like, we have no idea. So yeah, I just didn't really have a whole lot of confidence left. So that's why I was just waiting. But sometimes that means you miss the move, right? Tyler's a puppet 6. I know you're cherry picking now. Over the last 14, this would now be 15. Over the last 15 trading days, 8 green, 3 red, 4 if you count today. So double the green than red, and then 3 break even or no trade. But it's funny how Tyler as a puppet 6 hasn't said a fucking peep on any of the green days. On any of the green days, hasn't said a fucking peep in the chat. Red day or miss a move, all of a sudden he's fucking louder than Market Maker Slayer. I wasn't here for that. I was busy. What were you doing? Being Tanja is a puppet 7? Patrick Whelan is a puppet 8? TBM is a puppet 19? Like, what the fuck were you doing? Were you busy? Were you being a puppet for somebody else? Fucking full-time job. You made 6 accounts trolling me alone. This line here, 20,500. This 4 hour high is what I have marked out. Looking like we'll get there, boys and girls. Most likely. I'm staying with this. Could potentially, with the turn of this new hour, I mean, if we take this level, I'll be probably done for the morning, walk away and come back later and see what PM has to offer. But otherwise, around the top of the hour here, I'd potentially be open to maybe playing something like this. I want to wait for time, though. Kylie says, from almost passing the account to being down 3%. Oh, well. Oh, this is from the giveaway? You son of a gun. Kylie, we're counting on you, dude. To being down 3%, so you got 1% left? I'd say thanks for the subscription, but I couldn't read what your name was. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I'll wait for something like this. If this level gets taken, I'm gonna just walk away for the morning. To me, that's buy side objective, Matt. But yeah, obviously goes without saying, if you stuck with the longs here, great idea. I'm a little bummed out, but who knows? Maybe market will be graceful enough to not go take target and give me a chance here. Peace out, Muhammad. Congrats, Callie. Trade of it is back. Well, looking like I'm getting left behind here, to be honest. Macro beginning here in like 2 minutes. Ideally, we get 3 or 4 3-minute bearish candles We get to the top of the hour. We roll into the top of the hour. The new hourly candle wicks down into this PD array, creating a lower wick on the next 1 hour candle. I'm able to get long, put my stop here, and catch almost 50 points to target would be fantastic. We will see. We will see. Market was graceful enough to come back for me yesterday and let me catch that move, though. So maybe. Look at your share P&L, man. What? I'm down 209. Oh, on Discord? Wait, what? Oh. No. Does it show up? I always have to keep re-adding this Discord. Here, application capture, boom. That work? How big? Why does it look like that? There we go. Look at that, Callie. Sheesh. Callie's kicking ass and taking names. Let's go. Good job. Just looked at my P&L, blew the account because I was able to press buttons on TradeAvate right before it went down. Orders went through but never confirmed. That's kind of non-heteros. What? That's terrible, Anthony. I feel like that could be fixed, or should be able to get fixed. Don't mind the 30 trades? Oh, shit. I didn't even notice that. Which day was that? 31 trades on the 20th? Oh god. What happened, Callie? Was that a tilt day or what was that? Yeah, 31 trades. That's a lot of trades. Yeah, not looking like this is going to happen, to be honest. Unless I get lucky here and it just reverses out of nowhere, but 5-minute gap tap. And away we go, man. Looking like this hourly candle will probably... We'll probably take this high out before this hourly candle closes, most likely. Same thing happened to me, Anthony. A lot of the time, prop firms will eliminate days like today because of the issues, yeah. I would hope they would. I would think they would. Are you guys telling me you all blew accounts because of the TradeAvate issues? Is that what I'm hearing? Everybody was able to not have issues to get into the trade and then they just couldn't get out? Hey, it kind of worked out if you were long. It's funny how if we got trapped in winning trades, nobody would be like, nobody would be mad. I actually didn't know that. I didn't know until recently. I remember hearing in the past, but yeah, I guess Ninja Trader owns Tradeovate. Did you guys know that? Also, real quick, does anybody in the chat, do you trade with Ninja Trader at all? Yes or no? And then 2, is there anybody that trades on Ninja Trader with a Mac operating system? Or for those of you guys that use Ninja Trader, are you guys exclusively on Windows? Let me know. Tyler Jacobs in the chat made me get a Mac. Made me get a Mac. Held me at gunpoint, made me get a Mac. And now he's trying to act like it never happened. He also voted for Kamala Harris. Yeah, I looked into like you can trade on the web-based platform via Mac. I've never tried it. And I know you can download like the Windows app and trade that way. So that's why I was asking, because I didn't know if anybody has done that or is doing that, like what your experience has been like. That's why I was asking. Web-based is Tradeovate? Okay. Put a poll, Mac versus PC. Watch Tyler Jacobs vote for PC, even though he told me to get a Mac. I only use a downloaded app. I have the lifetime license, give access to overflow footprint charts. Think Ninja Trader superior most other platforms. Yeah, but is it me though? I feel like Rhythmic accounts have a lot of issues. Like I feel like every time I see a little like thing pop up in like the Top Step Discord at least, and then there's like issues that are being resolved, I feel like, I know today's a bad example because it sounds like a lot of people had Tradeovate issues, but overall it's like I feel like once a week there's like issues that are needing resolved on Rhythmic accounts. Ain't it? Or am I crazy? No, Rihanna, I actually didn't read it till just now, but that is funny. Guys, I might not be getting totally left in the dust here. Let me check one more thing here. I'm going to make sure ES did not take that 4-hour high, which it did not. Okay. This might just set up almost perfect. I would like to get us into the new hourly candle, honestly. my idea would be I want to buy the lower wick on the new 1 hour candle. But we might be in business, folks. A little bit more. Come on. No. No. All right, market. I see what you're doing. You're gonna open the new hourly candle wick down. Okay, got it. That's fine. That's fine. You can do that. A-okay with me. A-okay with me. New hourly candle, guys, in like 18 seconds here. Price is turning around quick. Turning around awfully fast. Awfully fast. I'm going to go ahead and set a limit. 454. Yeah, we'll see if this wants to come pick me up or not. Does the market want to come pick up my order? Give us a lower wick on the 1 hour chart. We sing Kumbaya. All right, 70% of the chat out of the 40 votes, out of 200 people, only 45 votes for Mac or PC. What are you guys trading on your friggin' flip phone? What are you using? Give me some votes. You guys don't like the stream. You guys don't vote on the poll. What am I streaming for? How many likes we got? 38 likes. I'm offended. I'm actually offended. A lot of votes for Tyler's Liberal, though. Damn. Yeah, it's because all the Mac love from India. What's up, Rafik? That's because all the Mac people didn't vote. All right, guys. Limit set right now currently 454. I want to do 6 micros. Top step only lets you do like increments of like weird increments 1 through 4, and then it goes 5, 10, 15. So if we trade down in here, I'm gonna add in another one, so I'm at 6. But let's see. Perhaps it won't give us any lower than this. I wanted to get this lower fair value gap in this order block for my entry. Man, we didn't even get to, even on this leg here, we did not get down to discount. Come on. Come on. What the fuck? See the physique. I would, but I don't got any baby oil. Besides, we should wait till like, let's wait till like June. I'm kind of just starting to cut now. I'm probably like 180 right now. So I'll need to get down to like 170 by summer. All right, well, with 81 votes, I guess I won't be able to buy a vote from half the chat. Thanks, guys. But PC looks like it's taking the cake at 69%. Now you guys tell me. So what we've learned is that nobody on a Mac is using NinjaTrader. Is that correct? I was just genuinely curious. But I didn't know if the trade evade issues. I don't know if NinjaTrader would be to blame at all, because like I said, I feel like Rhythmic accounts do have issues a lot. And NinjaTrader owns Trade Evade as well, so. Ah, we do have one. He uses Parallel. When you say you use Parallel, does that mean that you download the Windows app and you are using the Windows application on your Mac? Forgive me for not knowing that, but I think that's what you mean by Parallel. Yes, okay. How is your experience 1%? Is it bad? Is it clunky? Is it not great? Or is it like totally seamless and perfect? Tyler Jacobs, yeah, somebody in the chat said that that's just Trade Evade, the web-based. I have a zip file. I don't know if you're talking to me or other people. If you're talking to me, I'm good. I don't know if you're talking to Infinity Trading Group or not, but yeah, I don't plan on opening any zip files from anybody. Personally. Dumbest thing I've ever heard to buy a Mac to use. I mean, I don't think people buy a Mac to do that. I think they just have a Mac and then they go, oh, let's see if this works. You know what I mean? A bit laggy, so I only use it to copy trade. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, I upgraded my. Well, it's been a couple years, I guess now, but yeah, I'm looking at upgrading my computer again. So I'm putting the feeler. I've been just kind of researching the pros and the cons. I do like Apple. I'll probably go with like a Mac Studio if I stay with Mac. Or I could go PC. Obviously, so. That's what I'm debating on right now. Mac Studio with the M4 Max chip, or I don't know anything about Windows PC, so I don't even know what's a smart thing to say. Like, I don't know, you get get like a beefed up PC, I guess. I don't know. I don't know anything about them. Still waiting on this trade, guys. I am gonna stay here and wait for it until either target gets hit or I get filled. Oops. $4.54 is my limit order currently. May or may not come back. Hasn't ran away yet. I'm just going to go stop loss below this down close candle here because I, don't want to see these PD arrays all fail. So, and then delivery to 501.5, 4-hour high. Not a whole lot of movement to start this hour off. See the hair? I'm actually getting a haircut today. I need one. It's bad. Gonna get that fresh fade, you know what I'm saying? So I won't have a hat on tomorrow. You can always tell when I'm getting due for a haircut because usually I just start putting a hat on. My chart showing that 4-hour high is taken. No kidding. No, I'm not sure why. I am not sure why it says that 4-hour high is taken. Mine says it is not taken, I guess. I don't know. I hope it's not taken. That would suck. That would suck for me. You will never get this. You will never get this. A wee woo, wee woo. Yours is also taken. I don't know. I'm gonna just stick with this until, like I said, either it hits it on my chart or I get filled. But yeah, I'm not sure why it's taken on your guys' chart, not mine. Should I check my MNQ chart? It was taken on my MNQ chart. Should I check NQ here? All right, before I flip to it, if it's taken on the NQ chart on Top Step X, with you guys telling me in the chat that 4-hour high has been taken already, I will cancel the limit. I'm going to say this before I even look at it. Okay? Here we go. You fucker. Why? Why does it just not make... Okay, whatever. Back to MNQ we go. Cancel the limit. Whatever, dude. Stupid. I'm not sure. I don't have an answer for that. I don't know why it's saying it's not taken on this chart. Let's check the continuous contract chart. I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude. What do I look like, a doctor? God. Here's the continuous chart. Let's adjust, right? And it's taken on this chart. Okay, yeah. That is interesting. I don't know. I don't know why on this specific June contract 4-hour E-mini chart, it's not taken. That doesn't make sense, but all right. Fair enough. Well, that just means we just kind of waited for nothing then. But anyway, quick question for you. Like, just my files rules on FOMO. You have anything to your trade rules or just stuck the ICT method? Hang on. I think I have a good answer for this. Quick question for you. I like your discipline to follow rules and no FOMO, but have you added anything to your trade rules or just stuck to ICT method? Well, when you say just stuck to ICT method, hang on. I guess I don't know exactly what you mean when you say just stuck to ICT method. However, I will say this, and this is something that I've been more intentional about, which is I feel like a lot of times in the past I was taking unnecessary losses because I was doing things. For example, like today's honestly a great example. In the past, what I would have done on a day like today, I'm not shitting you, what I would have done is I would have been looking at price on this daily and weekly time frame. We're in a weekly fair value gap, right? Coming into the morning session, we had taken previous day high and we were starting to trade lower, right? So as we scale into the lower time frames, we're starting to trade lower. So what I would have done, like more often than not, probably like a year ago, honestly, maybe even less than that, is I would have been looking for all these opportunities to go short, because in my mind, I'd have been like, oh shit, previous day high sweep, weekly bearish fair value gap, we're going to go lower. I'm going to look for shorts, right? And you can see there's some level of logic in that thinking. However, if you're just continuously taking in what the chart is showing, and what that chart is showing, despite that, is that we still have bullish order flow present. And until this shit gets disrespected, there's literally no reason, regardless of what fucking high has been swept, there's literally no fucking reason at all to just fade what the move is showing us, right? So that is why, like, when I came into today's session, I said, okay, let's point it out. Weekly fair value gap, previous day high swept. However, any move lower, I said this at the beginning of the stream. If you don't believe me, go rewind it. I said any move lower will most likely, even if we do go lower, will be very high resistance, because it would have to get through all of this. They have to get through this bullish breaker, 1 hour fair value gaps. And if it does, fantastic. I think we could then look to weekly open as a potential target. But I stayed long until I saw that, right? So I think that's something that I've been far more intentional about as of recent, like not hoping that because we took previous day high and because we're in a weekly fair value gap that we get the reversal. Like, I'm actually waiting to see everything align, because I'm not as concerned with like getting the very best entry. Like, some people would look at this and say, well, fuck Tyler, like if we get this previous day high sweep and then like if it goes lower, if it reverses, like, dude, that's such a great trade. Could have shorted here and got out at London low. It'd been a great trade. And that's fair. But it's lower probability because you're just hoping that all this shit fails. It can happen. But wouldn't it be more high probability to like actually see order flow tell you that? And then try to engage? So like, that's something I've been more intentional about, because I feel like there were a lot of losses that maybe I would take because I would like not wait for as many confirmations, and I'd be like, all right, let's just play this reversal here because it might happen, you know? So that I think would be maybe a decent answer to that question. However, as far as the whole FOMO thing goes, yeah, no, I just know that if I'm seeing the market correctly and I got bias correct, I got draw correct, I've identified proper manipulation, like I know how it should work. It should work out pretty fucking seamlessly, and I shouldn't really be wrong that much. You know? I do allow myself to take, you know, a couple of trades generally like in the morning session. Today was just an example of price was very choppy. I did take one trade trying to go long. I did get stopped out. And then because of like, you know, we had news come out here at 10 a.m. We wicked this higher and then we just started like immediately going lower. We wick this high. We immediately go lower. That's why I didn't play this. I had this set up as a tape read and I didn't play it because I just didn't like this. That's really all there is to it, right? I just wasn't willing to take that risk anymore after seeing this. It spooked me out, right? And then it eventually held, but you can see like we wick up, we take these internal highs, we immediately come back down and we inverse this gap where I would have been longing from. So like in the moment, without any foresight of what already happened, you could see it looks like, maybe not, right? We create this SMT and then it reverses and it does play out. It happens, but I just didn't feel confident really anymore because of already taking that loss. And then I just was like, you know what? I got to a point where I was verbally saying on stream, maybe I shouldn't, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't, I don't know. And when I'm saying that shit out loud, it's probably just a good indicator for me that I just maybe shouldn't press a button. Because if I do press a button and I take a loss, it's not going to end well. And that's going to be more aggravating for me than missing a move, right? Like missing a move is you're going to miss moves all the fucking time. I miss moves every time I don't trade any, like moves happen in London. I don't take those trades. Do I feel FOMO when I miss those? No. Why? Because I don't fucking trade London session. If I'm not trading PM session and a move happens and I miss it, do I get pissed off because I missed the move in PM session? No. Why? Because I'm not fucking trading PM session. Like, that is how you have to look at it. You're going to miss thousands of moves, and there's going to be thousands of moves you catch. So why should I sit here and say, fuck, I missed out on this move, and now I got to try to force something that doesn't make sense? I've been burned by that stove so many freaking times. Like, and a lot of you guys probably have as well, but every time I make that mistake, that's what happens. So why keep doing it? I just want to fucking blow my funded accounts and have to keep fucking trying. It doesn't make any sense. So I don't know if that answers your question or not. Hopefully there's some value in that answer for you though, Gus the trader. That's what I would say. Kind of overall long answer there, but yeah. No, I'm not calling you a Coogie. You trade one setup for life or flexible? I would say flexible. Yeah. I want to know the draw and then look at order flow. See what price is telling me it wants to do. Identify power of 3 inside of whatever time frame I'm looking to trade, right? Whether that's silver bullet hour, 11 a.m., right? I want to identify manipulation and try to catch the distribution. And generally most setups, that's why silver bullet hour is so efficient for most ICT traders in the AM session, is because it aligns so well with that. It's a 4-hour candle open, right? 4-hour candle opens at 10 a.m. We're oftentimes trying to capture a move. If we're bullish, we're trying to long the lower wick on the new 4-hour candle. Vice versa if we're bearish. If we're bearish, we're trying to short the upper wick on that new 4-hour candle. Right? So, and then how I enter a move from there is really not as important to me. I could enter off an inversion, breaker, unicorn, 2022. It really doesn't matter to me. So. Let's get some assumption. Do you work from the programmed algo he claims or free market auction concept? Do I work from the programmed algo he claims or free market auction concept? I definitely don't use free market auction concept. Honestly, I don't even know what it is. I don't have any interest in looking into it. But what I will say, I believe the market is always doing one of two things: seeking to take out liquidity and rebalance. And most of the times what you'll find is price is doing both of those things at the same time. It's always doing those two things all the time. I don't think that the market is random. I do think the market is manipulated. And I think that using these signatures and price that we all use as ICT traders, we can have an edge, and we can take trades and entries that align with that philosophy that give us an edge over time. It's repeatable, right? That's all you need in trading to be successful, is have something that is a repeatable edge. So it doesn't matter what it is. It could be EMAs, it could be VWAP, it could be whatever. If it gives you an edge, that's really all that matters. So, but that's the philosophy, that's the mindset and the psychology that makes sense to me when and why I trade ICT concepts is we're looking to take out liquidity, we're looking to rebalance price. The market never moves anywhere by random. That's why all the other strategies never resonated too much with me. You'd hear people that trade EMA strategies or, RSI, stochastic divergences, Bollinger Bands, like all sorts of different stuff, pivot levels. Like, it seems like there was like, when they were wrong, generally it was like, oh, market's random today. Oh, market's just being random. Like, I don't believe the market's ever random at all. I believe the market is always trying to create max pain for the most amount of people. And to me, I've found the most, like, looking at the market through the lens of ICT concepts, the easiest way to identify that and try to be on the right side more than you're not. But I'm definitely not an ICT cultist. I'm definitely not like one of those people that, fucking thinks that he was kidnapped and taken down by the river and like asked to code the market. I don't believe that at all. I just don't think that makes any sense. I'm not saying it didn't happen. Who knows? Maybe it did, but I don't believe it. ICT was on my stream one time that I'm aware of, and I was just criticizing the Robbins Cup debacle, right? So I'm a very realistic person, right? I don't put anybody on a pedestal. I think the concepts are great. I give him all the credit. Without ICT making these concepts as popular as they are, I mean, I don't know what I would be doing, to be honest, or how I'd be trading. So, I'm definitely grateful for that. But he has his faults just like everybody else. He's a human being. So I definitely don't put him on a pedestal, and I dislike when I see people doing that with anybody. I don't think you should ever put anybody on a pedestal. We're all just folk. But anyway, guys, all right. Well, hey guys, I'm gonna call it there, I guess. The move did end up playing out here. Congratulations if you guys did catch these longs today. I took one attempt at it. Unfortunately, I did get stopped out. And then shortly after 10 a.m., this reversal did play out from this 15-minute breaker, 1 hour discounted fair value gap. And apparently this 4 hour high was taken. So evidently target hit about 100 points roughly, depending on where your entry came from down in here. But yeah, that's where I'll leave it. 1 L for me today, even though the idea was overall correct, unfortunately. So down $200 across these Top Step X accounts for the day so far. Maybe PM session, there'll be something. If not, I will see you kids back here tomorrow morning. Same time, same place. And looking ahead to tomorrow, we have no red folder news tomorrow either. So we will see what Price wants to do when we get there, guys. But I do appreciate you showing up, as always. Like the stream before you hit the dusty trail. I really would appreciate it, guys. And if you are green today, congratulations. If you are not green today, all good. Don't do anything you're going to regret later out of emotion. Appreciate you guys. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. I'll see you guys tomorrow, all right? Peace out, everybody.
Sits at his desk, coffee in hand. The NASDAQ charts on his screen, he's in command. He's a day trader, chasing dollars and dreams. Using ICT concepts, he's got some tricks up his sleeves. From Fibonacci retracements to volume spread analysis, Tyler knows the smart money, he's gaining an edge. every turn he's catching the high. Running with the smart money, kicking up dust. Tyler Trade's a day trader you can trust. He's dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire. Dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire.